That way I can.
Oh, okay. Yep, got it.
Okay, this is being recorded. This way I can post it on YouTube and put a link to it from my website.
Sounds good.
Go to my webpage,
Okay.
therightrequirement.com.
There we go.
Okay. Go down to software for amateur radio.
Software for amateur radio.
Go down to ZCZ Contest. Click. Scroll down. And you'll see the line above the picture that says click to download the latest version, 0.12.25.
Okay, so
click and you should be downloading it.
Okay, so we'll open up that executable now.
Okay.
Okey-doke.
Windows protected your.
Yeah, run it anyway.
Okay.
Of course we accept. Next.
All right, yes. You've just agreed I can blow up your computer. But
go for it. Not a problem.
Okay.
Launch it.
Right. And you can close the web browser. Or actually leave it just
up. It's okay.
Okay.
Open it again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, that's web browser. Okay.
It's
all right.
Opening up nicely.
Okay. Say okay.
Okay. Now let's see what happens. Oh, it's probably trying to load Omnilog.
OmniRig.
OmniRig. Sorry, if you've got it running.
Yeah. No. It's here. So there's the program.
I've never seen it. I've never had it open this far. Okay. Let's take a look at the areas of the screen. You've got a menu at the top.
Yes.
And then you've got some kind of grid. That's going to be your logbook.
Yes.
You can click on, if you go over all the far end, you can reduce the size of the screen because it doesn't need your whole screen.
Okay. So when you say the far end,
go to the other end from go all the way down move past help.
Yep.
All the way down to the other end.
Yes.
Okay, and use the standard Windows control to reduce the size of the program.
Which is, you'll have to remind me.
Which is probably the one you've clicked on right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And now you can use.
Resize.
Resize it. So just resize it.
How's that grab you?
All right, bring it up again. That's more like it. That's more usable.
Sure.
So I'm going to walk through what's showing on the screen.
Yes.
Okay. You see that blue bar, vertical bar?
Yes.
That is the place where multipliers will show up in the middle of a contest.
Yes.
If there are multipliers involved. Ignore the lights, ignore the LANlink status lights. They're only valid if you're using some of the other programs.
Okay.
Just below that, something will show up that will give you some information. And when you're making QSOs, the band QSOs and multipliers will update.
Yes.
But they're not quite debugged. In fact, I haven't tested everything in this version of the software. This is just meant to be a look and feel thing.
Yes.
Moving down there, if you're connected to the DX cluster, through ZCZ cluster, you can spot something to the DX cluster.
Yep.
If you're in the middle of the contest and you're not seriously in the contest, or even then, and you work somebody who's not in the contest, you can click on log non-contest QSO.
Yes.
And it will save it to a different log.
Understood.
Now we move down, we're going clockwise down, and you see that thing that says auto call mode.
Auto call mode.
Or there's a button called RX with a no sign, a no-go sign there.
Oh, yes, I have it.
Under error checking enabled.
Yes.
Okay, click on error checking enabled.
Yes, it says entry error checking disabled now.
Now put it back. Click on it.
Yep, done.
Okay, this is the function that makes sure you've got all the blocks filled in for the contest before you log it.
Understood. Good.
If you're working CW or RTTY,
Yes.
you push that RX sign the moment to turn your transmitter off.
Right.
The auto call mode is a function that if there's somebody there, you need him, or it's a de-expedition, or you need him, instead of you tapping away at your keyboard all the time, you can set that. If you click on go for it, do not do it at this time.
Okay.
It will automatically send your call sign to the other guy.
Yes.
And it will wait that delay time. You see there that delay with a 10 highlighted?
Yes, got it.
And you can set the number of tries before it times out.
Yep.
Going in the clockwise direction, you see a block marked with function key FK1 to 12.
Yes.
This is similar to the N1MM, but there's also a text bar thing. So if you want to send some text that's not in your function keys, you can type it into this line here.
Yes.
Double click it and it will go.
Got it.
Move over to any one of the function keys and right click. Okay, you see what showed up?
Yep.
What showed up is a list of things that have been preset. Yes. Like function key 1 sends you a single CQ, 2 is UR59001, and so on. Yes. Those are customizable, as I'll explain when we get into the settings. Sure. If you click on any one of those, it will actually send it. So you don't have to then move to another function key and transmit it. Understood. Okay, moving down to the bottom line, we go over to the corner where it says log entry. Yes. Underneath it is clear entry. Yes. That will clear, if you click on it now. It'll clear everything. It accept the standard information. Yep. Okay, call sign, exchange, report numbers. These ones are contest specific. So when I get into contest specific, if you're not required to send an exchange, it will disappear. Okay. If you're not required to send a serial number or a report, it will disappear. Understood. Log QSO is in the middle. Yep, got it. When you click on that, it will log the QSO. The idea is you move the key between, so you move the mouse between the call sign and the exchange, log, call sign, exchange, log, call sign, exchange, received, log. That's the normal contest operation. Yep, got it. And the other side is the parts you transmit. The frequency should come in from OmniRig. Yes. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay. Okay, and so you enter in the band, the mode, and the power. Understood. Now let's take a look at the menus. Sure. I'm just going to open up the menus, tell you what they are. Yes. But not exercise any of them at this time. Understood. Click on contest. You have before the contest. Yep. You can click on that. And you have a choice, create a new contest, update the contest information, or run OmniRig 1.2. Yes. So why don't you click on run OmniRig 1.2? That's it. Okay. Now go back to contest. Okay. Then you've got select a contest, but don't click on it at the moment. Okay. Go down to after the contest. Got it. You can create a Cabrillo file and submit the Cabrillo log. Okay, sure. Looks like. Yep. So that's now looking for my flex. So we'll just make sure here that the flex, in actual fact, it's going to be on. Just bear with me. Just gotta find it for you here. Yep, so VKCL was using OmniRig, so we're not using VKCL, so it's set to COM1, so that actually probably should talk to the radio. We'll see. Okay, well, wait a moment on that. I'll show you how to check it again.
Okay.
So go to Cabrillo, go back to contest. At the end of the contest,
Yep.
the Cabrillo file.
Yep. Create.
Create.
Shall I click on it?
Click on it.
Yep.
It opens up a window with the information, and by default, everything is set off.
Got it.
And you can see, so there's the standard information that's required for the contest and the soapbox.
Yes.
It will remember the standard information.
Yep.
Each Cabrillo log is totally, or format is different. It's like an RS-232 interface. It's not as standard as it looks.
Okay.
So the columns can be customized.
Yep.
This line here in the middle is Cabrillo log reference line. If you copy that from one of your Cabrillo logs or from the format described on the web page, it will help you set up the logs. But what I'm trying to do is, if I can get logs from people, if you're willing to send me a log from each contest,
sure,
I will set up the lines.
Okay.
And to remind me, you, or anybody else, whether that thing has been configured or not, you see that yellow button?
Yes.
When you've got it configured properly, click on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead, click on it.
Right.
And now, since it's not configured, unclick on it.
Yep.
And depending on how many, and then the frequency depends on that. But anyhow, I don't want to go into that at the moment. Just click at the bottom, cancel. Now let's go into internet. Click on that.
Yep.
And you have 5 locations which are customizable that you can go to. So you can go over to Contest Radar, VK Spotter,
sure,
and so on. Now you go to logs. You can create a logbook, open a logbook, edit a logbook, save the logbook as, or back up the logbook.
Yep.
Now you go into tools. These help you work things out if there's a problem.
Okay.
And so you can edit files using Notepad. You can show particular information. Show, for example, click on show. Click on radio. And let's see what it thinks. Okay.
So at the moment, it's just the wrong style of radio.
At the moment, it's still picking up the default radios.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
But we've got to tell it what it is.
Yep.
Yep.
And so, okay, so go back to tools.
Yes.
And go to OmniRig, and don't click on any of them, but you can set it to connect to OmniRig at startup. So I suggest you click there.
Yep. Shall I click that?
Yep. All it does is it puts a check there to tell it to connect to OmniRig at startup. Go back to tools. Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
And how are we going to tell it what radio?
Well, go to settings.
Yep.
So no. Go back to tools. OmniRig. Connect to OmniRig. And I'm not sure now whether you.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, it didn't recognize it. So no, it cleared that automatically.
Yeah. Connect to OmniRig.
So you need to run OmniRig and set up which radio is on which COM port.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I've done that. It's just that the program is looking for a Kenwood radio that's not the right one. What we want is a.
You need to go into OmniRig and set those radios.
Yep. So if I go.
You can run OmniRig from here. You don't have to go into OmniRig itself. But okay, run OmniRig. Yep.
So I want to see it. It's already running. So I think we've got a couple of instances running, Joseph. That's why we're in trouble. So let's just kill them off, and we'll just start again. I've seen this before.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking for. Okay, let's just kill it off. Okay, let's just run it again. So it was tools, OmniRig, run OmniRig.
Okay.
Right, so there it is. So it's my Flex is looking for a TS870. There's no, unfortunately, OmniRig doesn't have a Flex, but that's the same protocol.
Okay, look at rig 2.
Okay, so rig 2 will be my IC9700. We really don't want a rig 2 at the moment.
Well, if you've got one there, just leave it.
Yeah, okay, all right, sure. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll say okay to that. So it's 19 to 8 none and 1, yeah? So we'll just close that. Now, what I saw, oh no, picked it up that time. No problem. Look at that.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, how about that? That's great. Wonderful. And I am on, just so the viewers can see, it says here 28.074, and in actual fact, we are on 28.074. Okay. And if I was to change bands just for fun, 15 meter band, 21074, and it should have picked it up.
Yes, it should have.
Interesting.
Okay, I will.
Oh no, it's saying it's an ICOM 7000, but okay.
Oh, okay. This is where I've come in.
Yes.
I need to change it to change the name of the radio.
Okay.
So so I'll make a note.
All right.
Radio group boxes change name. Okay. So I need that's part of the programming here.
Yeah. So if we just go back into tools, OmniRig.
Connect to OmniRig.
Yeah.
Well, you're connected. So
I am, but it didn't pick up the frequency. It's interesting.
Oh, go into, okay.
Yep. I didn't do it in anything particular then.
In tools, there should be a line that says test. That's not showing. Okay. Find out why.
Okay.
Look at, go to settings.
Okay.
Right. This is where you can set all sorts of information.
Yes.
We go down the first column, my call, my grid, my name.
Yep.
Okay. How much power you want. If you're entering it manually, if you can set the power for the radios.
There we go. It's 400.
Whatever they are.
That's 100.
Okay.
Yep.
Your logging is you can have a choice. You can log locally. You can log through UDP, which would be N1MM.
Yes, of course.
Or you can do both.
Yes. Okay.
Now there are various other things you can do.
Yes.
And you can automatically spot DX every time you log it if you're connected to the cluster, for example, down there in the middle. You can back up your log at the end of the session or for every QSO you make.
Yeah.
I recommend you add the year to the log name, because the log name becomes the contest name. Okay,
so add, where was that one? Add the
it's already
add year to name. Yes, I can see it.
Force the box down.
Yep.
The one you want to check now here is carry on from session.
Yes.
It will remember the last contest you set it up for when you set it up, and it will load the log automatically.
Okay.
Click on test at the bottom of that list.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you look at the top menu of the screen, a test line should have opened up. A test option.
Yes, it has.
We'll get back to that in a minute.
Okay.
Now your CW RTTY keyboard method is set for none. You want it set for RTS CTR, DTR. Okay, your COM port isn't set. That's fine. So it's now taken you to the place to set your COM port.
Yeah, sure.
which COM number do you have on your CW?
Okay, I can tell you that. That will be. So I use. This is where we might be in trouble because I use WinKeyer. Is the issue? Yeah, it uses my radio uses the WinKeyer protocol.
And it's okay. I'm not sure how. I don't remember how many COM numbers I set that up for, but it definitely won't get to COM 34.
No, and this is with the Flex. It just gives you there's so many COM ports available. It's infinite number, to be honest, because it's
I know.
Yeah.
I just see if you click on comms, if you click on, come back on my thing and click on COM 0, it takes.
Oops. Try. Hang on, I'll just cancel it. Sorry.
I put in like
14, 15.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can put in if you want a specific number.
Yep.
It's not a problem. You just.
Well, I'd have to create another COM port. It would be higher, and I'm not sure how to get the Flex to key on DTR or RTS. I haven't done that before. As I said, I use WinKeyer as a protocol.
Okay, I do not know what that is, so
Yep.
I cannot tell you.
No.
Anyhow, once you set the COM port, you click on port open.
Yep.
And it's telling you that the port isn't found.
No, of course not.
So you click on cancel or click on OK.
Yeah, no, I understand all this because this is how it would work on the ICOM radio.
Right. And the port status light will change to green when the port is open.
I reckon I can easily get my way through that in time. So that I understand that. That's cool.
Now, the program listens on UDP ports.
Yes.
But in order to communicate with the other members of the family, you have to enable the UDP ports. Do not do that.
No.
Do not do that until you know that you don't have a UDP conflict.
Understood.
Otherwise, you will get an error message.
No, makes sense.
The software will also allow you, or it's designed to allow you to accept QSO information for a log from another program. So, for example, you could get your WSJT secondary log.
Yes, and pointed at that.
And pointed at that, and then it will log those contacts as well. But that at the moment isn't tested.
Understood.
We're now at ports, go back to the tab. If you go to the function key messages.
Yes.
You see what I have assigned as default to the function keys.
Yep, I do.
And you can see the macro, the exchanges. So you can put in, like if you put in, if you type in that report, whenever it sees that message,
yes,
it will change that to the actual report.
Yes.
Number the same, exchange the same. DX call, my call, and my name.
Yep.
And so all you have, and so it picks that up on automatically.
Yep.
Go to the directories and files tab. That allows you, that will name the contest log and the non-contest log.
Yep.
And other directories. The other directories don't work except backup directory. I mean, they're in there, but you can't change them because I want to change the, I think I want to change the directory structure anyhow.
Sure.
Okay, close the settings tab, and we're now ready to open up configure a log. So go to contest, click on contest, before the contest, and you do not want to create a new contest at this time, so go to update contest information. That's interesting.
I went up to another screen, that's all.
Oh, okay. You now have a set of standard contests. They're not, I don't guarantee that they're configured.
No.
But let's see what you can do. Scroll down through it.
Yep. So I've already been here and I've set up for Oceania DX tomorrow.
Okay. Is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow. at 6 UTC, 06 UTC.
Okay. Then you set up the fields.
Which it is.
Serial number, report, other, there's no time block. Okay. So click on it. It's already saved, so you don't need to do anything.
Okay, so close.
Close.
Okay.
And you should now have a logbook, and it's telling you that the time, it's got 1 day, 36 minutes and 37 seconds.
And it's 3:30 local Central Standard Time it starts.
That's 3:30 in the...
Our time, Central Standard Time.
Okay,
So it's,
yeah, okay.
it's correct, by the way. It's spot on.
I hope it is.
It is. It is absolutely correct. The contest starts at 0600 UTC.
Okay. All right. Now let's go back to contest. Because before you start using, I'm not sure whether you want to use it in the contest tomorrow until you've had a chance to play with it.
Yes, I'll just have to see how we go. Carry on.
Go back, select a contest.
So contest, no.
Select a contest.
So create new update contest information.
No. You can go into update. That's fine.
I'm sorry. So update contest info. Yep.
Yeah. Go there. Okay. Now scroll down. It's all in alphabetical order, sorted. See that one that says set up and test?
Yes.
Click on that.
Yes.
Close.
Okay.
Now you've got a contest you can play with and see what it's like.
Yeah, I understand. Oh, what a great idea.
You see how the multipliers were set up?
Yes, indeed. I can see that now.
Click on any one. Look at it. Look at a multiplier that's on the screen.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure this will work.
All right. Well, let's try a Welsh one, hey?
Is he on the screen? Okay, I haven't got it in. It looks like if the multipliers were in the WAZ, for example, zones, that bit works. If you click on the zone, it will tell you this. So it's not configured. Okay. Eventually, when you click on a multiplier, you're not sure when you worked it.
Yep.
It will show it.
I understand.
And you can see that in this contest back in 1997,
yeah,
I had 143 contacts. I worked 53 multipliers, and you can see what I worked on each band.
Yes.
And those colors, you can configure it. You can configure them in settings.
Yes.
Now go over to the log and click on any call.
Yep.
Notice it moved down into the call sign.
It did.
So this means in one of our local contests, if you worked him before, and it's allowed to work him, or you've worked him on a different band or whatever.
Yes.
Click there. Now go down and click on the call.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, double click on the call.
Yep.
Okay. Notice how the color changed.
Yes.
Go into settings. Color.
Okay.
Operator station, the first tab.
Yes.
In the colors, you see that one that's marked duplicate?
Yes.
Click on it.
Yes. Now I would want to make that red.
Red. Okay.
Okay.
Close the settings tab. Now click on the call again.
Right. Got it. Excellent.
Now clear it.
Yep. Beautiful.
Okay. Now, click. Is there a call that shows up more than once on the screen?
Oh, let's see.
ZX0F.
Zulu X-ray. Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Click on it.
Yes.
Oh, what happened there?
No, there you go. Duplicate.
It's a duplicate, and you can see that it shows up in a duplicate color. So
yes.
You can see where the QSO took place.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
It's also shown, I'm not, and it's, if you go to underneath the log, there are those arrow keys.
Yes.
Don't touch any of them at the moment.
No,
See the one that's a single arrow? Click on that.
Up one entry.
Up one.
Yes.
Up one. Okay. You see where you, okay, go down. Okay. So you can see that it's showing your duplicate as they are. It was hidden the first time around because you had selected that line.
Yes. Okay.
If you go to the end,
which would be that one.
That one takes you to the end of the log.
Yes.
You see there's a hint that shows up where they are.
Yes.
If you want to edit the QSO, go back to the buttons below the log. You see the blue triangle?
Yes.
If you click on that, click on it, you can now edit any entry.
Yes.
You click on it again, and then you save. The check mark is for saving.
Right. Okay.
If you want to delete an entry for some reason, click on delete.
Yeah. Got it.
Make sure that you can change your mind on it.
Yeah, of course.
And that's it.
Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool. So just getting back, so why didn't it pick up the radio? That's the only.
Oh, okay. So now let's go into test.
Yeah.
And here you get some features. Okay, ignore UDP hello. Adjust. Okay, ignored. Okay, this one shows you the key. Look at show keyboard panel.
So CW keyboard panel.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this will give you some information about the CW keyboard.
Yeah. Okay, understood.
And you can hold the key down.
Yep.
With a button there.
Yeah.
You can actually send a CW message from here by double clicking on that line.
Okay, makes sense.
Change the CW speed.
Yes.
And your RTS and DTR lights will go on when.
Makes perfect sense.
According to the information.
No, perfect sense.
And I think the invert LED will invert your signal, or it will invert the LED. I've forgotten. It's been an awful long time since I actually coded this.
Okay.
And the DTR line there says you've got DTR selected way back in the settings where it mentions DTR.
No, understood. Okay.
Close that and go back into test.
Yeah.
And show test panel.
Show test panel. Okay.
Okay. This is a test panel that monitors what's going on.
Yes.
And I'm not sure it's 100% correct.
Yeah.
But see, when I'm trying to, when I'm setting up the software,
yeah,
I put it in there and it writes to me and says, oh, it's doing a check on the mode, it's doing a check on the phone, it looks at the rules and says, okay, it's a duplicate.
Understood.
And the time block will work similar as well. Oh, I haven't shown you the time block version. So if you're creating a Cabrillo file, for example, you can go into a loop. You can have this panel open, create the file. It will put a copy of the file in here, and you can check the alignment of the columns.
Ah, right. Okay.
And so you can play with it, adjusting the columns. But once that's set up, it should never need to be set up again.
No.
Okay. And the line, the top part, ignore those arrows there. If you're not using the ZCZ cluster or link, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because you won't see anything there.
Okay.
So hide it. And now we'll come back to OmniRig, and that should be it. So
yeah, so
test,
we go. Yep.
Show OmniRig interface.
Okay.
Okay. See, this part here is showing that your frequency is correct.
Well, the frequency at the moment's on 15 meters. So
yeah, it's showing 15.
Where oh, I'm sorry, it's showing 15. Absolutely, it is correct.
Yeah. So let's go. Leave that open.
Yep.
Go into test. Is it test or tools? I forgot. Tools
test.
Show. Tools show.
Radio.
Show radio.
And it picked it up.
Okay, it's showing it. Try moving the radio frequency and see what happens.
Okay. Yep, there it goes. No problem. No problem.
Okay, now it's working.
Now it's working. Oh, well, who knows? Yeah, that's great. And it's picked up the right mode. Digital
Okay.
is for...
And it should. Okay, it's putting the frequency into the logging block at the bottom.
yes, it is. Look at that.
And so
That's
that
great.
should work. I played around with this during the RTTY contest.
Yes. And
I now realize that I need to get my radio hooked up to the computer. I have ignored doing that for an awful long time.
Righto. Excellent.
So play with it.
I will.
Let me know what
All
happens.
Right.
And, oh, let's go back into contest.
Yeah.
Select a contest.
Yeah.
And you see it remembers it. Now
yes, it does.
Now let's go into duplicates allowed.
Where's that, mate? Sorry, duplicates.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Move that panel down so I can see the log. So I can see the top of the log. Okay. Oh, doesn't, of course. Close it. Okay. Time since the contest ended. So it shows you since the contest ended. Bring back contest. Open it up again. Select a contest. That's fine. It takes you to the same place.
Yep.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is change the date. Change the start and end dates.
Yep.
So that we're in the middle of the contest.
Right.
So just go. It's September the 30th.
Yep. So it's September 30. Yep.
What's the UTC?
Well, what is UTC?
Oh, it tells you up on the screen.
Yeah, so it's 5:35.
So make it 5 o'clock.
Okay. Yep.
05. Okay.
Yep.
And then go down to the next one, September the 30th. Well, 30.
Make it October. Yeah, all right.
Leave it September the 30th.
Yeah.
Okay, change that to 23.
Yep.
Instead of changing 00, go down, just click on the down button next to it. You don't have to sort of cycle all the way up.
Sure.
All right, it changed it to 22. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Save it.
Save contest file.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And close it.
Okay. Time left in block.
Okay, and this tells you how much time you've got left. Now, it doesn't look for a duplicate in this mode.
I understand.
If you go back to the contest settings, select a contest.
Yep.
If you change that and change it, go back to in later time blocks. Can you see where it says duplicate allows?
Duplicates allowed, yes, here.
Go down. Put in after blackout time.
Okay.
Okay. It changed. It deleted in later time blocks because they're mutually exclusive.
Yes.
Leave a blackout time of 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Save it. Close it. Okay. Now let's work somebody.
Okay.
Pick anyone in there. Actually, no, put a call sign in the bottom, change it to VE7INA or something like that. Put in my call sign if you want.
Yep. Oh, VE7IN, yep. Or
that, INA, that's fine. You don't want the same one. You
want
VE7INA,
yep.
Okay, log in.
Okay.
Okay. Error checking was enabled. Well, I forget what the exchange was set up for in this. Okay. Now try and work him again. You could have clicked on his call, but okay.
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 So it didn't pick up a dupe.
Yeah. Why? Let's go back and see if dupe was set.
Okay.
Contest.
Yep.
select the contest.
Yeah. Test and set up duplicates.
On different modes. So you're allowed to work him on different modes.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the same mode.
Hmm.
Okay, so there is an error in the duplicates.
Yes.
Click on different bands. Unclick on different modes. Okay, let's leave and then close it, save it and close it.
Okay. Try again.
All right, click on V, go to the log and click on V7NA.
Yeah. Oh, NA. I've got INA there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or whatever, click on the last entry.
Yep, I did.
And now go down and double click on him.
Right.
It's a duplicate.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess from a contester's point of view, you want to know that the moment you tried to log in.
Well, that's what it does.
Right. But I had to double click on it to find that information out.
Okay. So okay. So you want it to do an automatic search?
Absolutely. You don't want to think about that.
I thought it, maybe the version I've got does.
Right.
Click on V3RI.
VE3. Yep. Yep.
See, it did that. Clear the entry.
Yep.
Now go back and click on V3RI again.
Yes, I did.
Okay. You want it to do the search. That's fine.
Yep. That would be really important.
Okay. I had one version where it did, and it kept doing things, and I didn't want it to do. So I
think it's important to a contest not to have to think about that. It just comes up as a dupe straight away.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll put a checkbox arrow for auto. Oh, wait a minute. Go into settings.
Okay.
Is there an auto dupe check setting?
Not that I can. Show dupe in log. Not that I can see, Joseph.
Okay.
No.
Because it was doing it at one time and I turned it off.
Okay.
I'll have an auto dupe check.
Yes.
Next version.
That'd be great.
So the moment you copy the call, it will fix that. Okay.
Yep.
Close it.
Yep.
So the dupe check-in sort of works on band and mode.
Yes.
I know it works on band. I'm not sure it works on mode.
Yeah.
If you put the time in, it may screw up the dupe check-in. So,
okay.
And for the Oceania contest this weekend, you don't need a time block checking.
No.
If you get it into a situation where the time block, where it's a blackout time, after you've worked a station, you're not allowed to work the same station for a certain amount of time.
No, I think in the OC contest,
there's no blackout. Well,
no, you worked them once. That's it.
I think they're changing the rule.
Have
they? You need to read the rules.
I do have the rules here. Let's have a quick look.
Wait a minute. Go back to contest.
Rules of contest.
Select the contest. Well, actually, no. This one will bring you up the rules of the. If you go to the Oceania one.
Yep.
Okay. Now you see the URL for the rules.
Yep.
No, not the local. You can open up the local if you've got a local file of your own.
I do.
And you've got Adobe Acrobat in there.
I do. Yep.
If this is the file you've got.
Yes, it is. Except it's 2022 that I've got the later one.
Okay. When you click on, okay, you can access the rules, the URL by, you see that URL line in there?
Yep.
Go down, move across, there's a button that says access URL.
Yes.
You click on that, it will open up your web browser. But close, okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Which it did.
And then you can find the rules. But if you go on. You can also access that through, once you've selected the contest in the main menu, close the window. In the main menu, contest.
Yep.
Click on that, rules of the contest. And now you've got a choice between your local file
Yeah.
and the web URL.
Yep.
So if you click on local file, it will bring up the file that's in there at the moment. If you've got Adobe Reader.
I do, but it doesn't know where the file is.
Okay, don't worry about it. Because,
No.
The other thing is the directory structure is C:\SFAR, software for amateur radio, ZCZ Contest, and then you've got logs, Cabrillo, files, and other things there, so you can file it very quickly, find it very quickly.
Yeah.
For example, go into logs.
Yep.
Go down to open a logbook.
Yep.
And you can now see all the logs that you've got in there.
Yep.
At the moment.
Yep.
Okay, cancel that. If you go into tools, you can edit. This edits the INI file for the program directly. And
I
you
won't.
can see all the stuff in it.
Yep.
Close that. Back to tools. Now you can edit, when it goes to edit file, you can edit all sorts. Click on edit file. You can directly edit the contest file. You can edit other INI files. You can edit the log file, edit any logbook, edit your multiplier files. That's not going to work at the moment.
No.
Edit text files and edit your Cabrillo logs.
Yes.
Just so, and this sort of, if you think there's something wrong, you can go in there and look.
Yep.
And if you need to do a customization on the Cabrillo file after you've made it, for example, the RTTY, the CQ Worldwide RTTY contest, wants you to add some information after you've, like in RTTY, you've got to change RTTY to RY, and you've got to add DX after the zone number. It allows you to do that by hand, but eventually it will do it for you automatically.
Sounds really good.
And that's about it. Play with
it. All right. Well, that bit to take in, but I just have to have a play. But having that test log there is very handy.
Well, yeah. I mean, how else are you going to get to know what it does and play with it?
Exactly. No, that sounds good.
You can change the colors to match whatever it is you like.
Yeah.
If something isn't right, for example, like the radios weren't named, don't try and fix it. Just tell me about it.
Yeah, of course. No, definitely.
Or don't even investigate it.
No.
If I need more information, I'll come back to you.
No, sounds good.
And that's it. So the contest that starts tomorrow is sideband or phone?
It's
sorry, sideband or CW?
It's single sideband phone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have a play and see
how you go.
And see how I go. I'll use the program as well.
Yeah, 3:30 tomorrow afternoon till 4:30 Sunday afternoon, because we're going to daylight saving.
Oh, you get an extra hour in the contest. Wow.
No, you don't.
Oh, you get no, it's an hour less.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
exactly the same. You finish an hour later.
It's UTC.
It's UTC. Always UTC.
It means I can get up an hour, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Joseph.
All
well, right. that looks like an enormous amount of work here, mate. That's fantastic.
I'll turn the recording. I'll pause.
I'm going to have a little bit of it.
Let me turn that on again. Don't use anything until you've tested the functions. So I strongly recommend you do not use it tomorrow.
Okay.
But what you might do sometime next week is simulate a contest. Just
Indeed.
play with it. Pretend you're in a contest.
Indeed. No, sounds good.
And send me some Cabrillo logs.
All right.
No, nothing urgent. I'm tied up all next week. I won't even be able to look at this except for an hour or so in the evenings.
Okay.
But I would like to see some logs and just think about how best to do it. I keep changing things around.
Yes.
Because I do it like If you go into the band number at the bottom in the contrast entry panel,
contest entry panel.
that's log entry panel in green at the bottom.
Yes.
You see that all the way over where it says band?
Yes.
If you click on that, you can manually enter the bands.
Yes, I see.
It should change it when the radio changes, but I haven't tested that.
Yes, that's another very important thing. Because if you were in like a John Moyle field day here in Australia, it'll be 60, 40, 20, 15, 10, 6, 2, 70, and 23. But for me, 2, 70, and 23 are on a different radio.
Well, oh, okay. I have to think about that.
Yeah, my HF radio only goes to 6 meters.
Okay, I'll have to. Well,
but that's no problem because you've got this.
What you do is you just switch active radio.
Correct. That's all I'm trying to say. Yep, that's it.
And that should take care of that.
Yes.
And what I plan to do is when you set up the contest, at the moment when you set up, if you go back to contest and set up.
Yep.
Select the contest.
Yes.
The bands, there's a place to set up the bands where you click 160 HF,
yes.
VHF.
Yes.
I'm going to change that somehow so that you can put in the exact bands of the contest.
That's a very good idea.
And then what it does is right now it will load the version you don't have that I have working here.
Yes.
Will only load the bands that are marked in the checkbox, so that if you check HF, it will only load 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 into that box.
Yes.
So the box isn't cluttered with bands you don't need.
Understood.
Which doesn't stop you putting something in by hand. But
no, I understand.
So I'm going to think about how I want to do that. Do I want to have a set of checkboxes for each band? If I have a column of checkboxes for every band, the way VKCL has them, then I can have any combination. I don't have to worry about whether it's a single band, 2 special bands like Trans-Tasman and so on.
Yes.
So I'm still playing around with this. I don't guarantee anything to be working and tested until it gets to release 1.0.
Sounds good.
Okay, and you can play with all the other contests.
We'll see how we go.
And create a new one.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thank you, Joseph.
Okay.
All right, mate.
Take care.
All right. Cheers for now.
Okay. We'll terminate the recording and the meeting.
Okay. Cheers now.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.